It's very clear that Andrew Pendleton III is on the minds of the fans. See, Andrew Pendleton III, the Pendleton name stands for honor, stands for integrity, and stands for success. As you know, I'm a connoisseur of the finer things in life, and that is not just the cars that I own, or my penthouses across the world, or my Rolex watch collection. I am also a connoisseur of the finest wrestlers in the world. So, not surprising to myself, there's a young man on the Anarchy Wrestling roster that has caught my eye. A man that is from one of the most sophisticated cultures in all of the world. The young man from France. A young man from France. France, a country unlike America that respects Obama, that respects the smarter things, that believes in healthcare, believes in treating their people right. Some of the greatest people, the French. So without further ado, please bring him out. So, for you unsophisticated American redneck swine, I would like to introduce to you Jean-Pierre Rochelle. And what you see standing before you are two aristocrats.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Pendleton III is in the ring, which means I get a reprieve in the form of ring announcer Jonathan Feltner. Jonathan, welcome back to the broadcast booth.
Thank you so much, Brett.
Tag team action, Andrew Pendleton III and Jean-Pierre Royer taking on the Squared Circle team of Jeremy Foster and Jake Cole, and making his first appearance at ringside is Cody O'Connor, the third member of the Squared Circle.
Yes, we haven't seen much from the Squared Circle. They've competed a couple of times in Anarchy, but I noticed that the couple of times they have competed, they have been extremely impressive, but I'm kind of anxious to see how this new tag team duo of Andrew Pendleton III and the French aristocrat known as Jean-Pierre are going to fare in the ring. What do you think we're going to see from this new tag team duo?
Well, Pendleton is a tag team star, a three-time former Anarchy Wrestling tag team champion. He'll be the first to tell you he's a three-time former tag team champion.
Yes, sir.
So tag team, that's his game. You know, he's a tag team star. He's had success with just about every tag team partner he's ever had.
Most notably talent and money.
This is true.
Yes. He might not do many things right, but he is a tag team specialist, and he knows how to be a successful tag team partner and a champion as well in his own right.
So Jean-Pierre Royer, a new superstar to Anarchy, has made a few appearances, and obviously Pendleton, in sitting up here in the broadcast booth calling the action, has seen something in JP and wants to mold him into the next Anarchy Tag Team Champions.
We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure. There's going to be a language barrier, I know definitely, because he is a true Frenchman, and I've tried to get a couple of comments from him in the back a few times, and he's just spit a couple of French do-nothings at me, and I can't really understand. I'm from, as many of y'all out there know already, I'm from Kentucky, so we don't really do much French. Still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Anarchy Tag Team Championships are scheduled to be on the line as the champions. The Elite will defend those titles against two-thirds of Unforgivable Blackness in the form of Nemesis and Shadow Jackson, or also known as the Urban Assault Squad. That is definitely going to be a physical contest.
Well, if I were both the tag team champions and their challengers tonight, I would also be paying attention to this contest, because either of these teams could make their way up in contention for those very championships.
And the fact that one of the men who is on one of the teams is a multiple tag team champion in his own right, I would probably, if I was the champions, I'd be paying a lot more attention to the team of Pendleton and Jean-Pierre, because he can mold Jean-Pierre into a tag team champion contender, because he's been tag team champion several times.
Well, I see the adrenaline. Cole Foster's up on the top rope.
Oh, what a knee. That was an impressive move. Impressive move. Is that it? That's it.
Your winners of the match, the team of Jeremy Foster and Jake Cole, the Square Circle.
I've already seen the end of this team between JP and Andrew Pendleton. JP and AP or US RSVP.
Oh, look at him.
Well,
That language barrier is fixing to come into play because I know that I don't think Andrew Pendleton knows a lick of French.
well, I think those shoves are universal.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
That'll bring a tear to a glass eye.
Well, he's touching his butt. Did he touch his butt?
We've gone a little low for this program. Fans, we'll be back with more Anarchy in just a minute.